They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Browns 9. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Justin Madubuike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Watson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
10 more there and another 1st down.
The Browns hit 9-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now Chubb running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns 9.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They run it again with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bubba Bolden. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a first down throw, Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with... go on third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Terrace Marshall,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Henry. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Go ahead.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal. Their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Hey!
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
You change it. Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson going long here for Wallace. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson now. Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Middle.
To throw again is Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson taking a shot here for Marshall.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, middle.
Henry out of the pistol. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right. Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Watson. Going back to Marshall. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Marshall.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not doing. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
44 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play action. It's Jackson.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
50 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could deter. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Hey, middle.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Hey, Chubb.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And the Raven first down.
Hey.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
To throw, Watson.
And he fires one incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watson to throw.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Watson.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there.
And it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Jackson. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
We change it.
Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.